One fine ya koko na enya de. Rubber first na rubber 2 cedi 1 cedi. Say rubber ba ku 2 cedi. Take away 25 2 cedi. Tinyama de ni bo akosoro.
Haya na wudi udwe.
Haya na medi maje. Bibia atuko nyina ya tum.
First na ne bo ne.
First na atuko ayir so 4 million 5 million. Say 9 million. But no. This year to say first na me banyam de me de ko say me nyam ne prako. Me nyam ni na 60 Ghana. Nna na say me 95 cedi. Nti nyama ne de akosoro mommoye. Mommoye pa, mommoye ne ye bra. Ye bra dia. Light is your turn asa. Kunu kura na light na du.
Ye ko faba, no mo say den na kuma boy dia na. Ye fu say ye na e fa sika guso. E na ni boy din sa. Na so nya sa. Ni boy dia ye ko e be twa ye hu sa. Na nya maka club aba market. Ye ba so ye nto. Mi be du ha 630 o. Na sa dia maka na do 53 simple. E dia. Mo boy wate. Enye omukwa na ewa busia ye nyina ye Ghana-fo. Oh mama tensity. Ye nyina ye Ghana-fo. Ye hu chiri ye o. Sister, okodidia. Mi tonkruma wele ene ahaban ni kontombre. Se mi koye kontombre froya. E bia mi to ne ba ko emi dia, mi to me koye abomu ni mini manmodi. Ana mi to ankruma kakra di wele kakra ka onya mane tensity ka ma ye nkwa mini manmodi. Mi yonku ba o tonkruma, o to kontombre, o to wele a. Sa nyema ni nyina obeto, obede ni manmo nye biedi. Then no more you say no minim de me campo sister. You hu chire o. You hu chire o Ghana ha papa. Say you took one outside. In Nigeria Cote d'Ivoire na yin hafa na ye bra. You be ka say ko obi cross nti na ye bra. Enyi nya ye wo ye kasa ye cross. Hwe mi no so si bebre nyakopo di magana. Asa ye hu chire ye say no. Mumbo ye pa. Yes re mo ye toilet within 2 days na asa. Ye toilet kurapo na ye doom lighter. I was say de ye tonu egusu maye. Ye toilet na ya yuzu. Say ye di gusu na ye doom lighter. Light di baba no na eko. Na aden. Ye de ye penifo de na ye yomo. De na ye yomo. Ye so ye si ye kasa dodo. Ye kasa dodo. Akomu de me nkasa. Uba hu say abenwo kiti kakra pe ma kwa wi adem kwa ye say no. Omu kunkuku ni pa no. Ahu seti o. Akuja akomude no. Abayo 15 years ge dem why anti na why already so no. 13 years ge ko she be madam. Den na ye no, den ti akomuntia. Akomude mama akomude mi fita na pa e botan ko botan no. Mama akomude mi. Fita na pa ko akomude na ko no mama mfi no. Ko so oni bi. Den no be ye, odidin yasi be ko be bia bedi. Obe hu na onyim. No was ni life crop asay.
You need to say that 1,000.
1,000 for we no.
But we no button.
See, Uba, because see, Jenny boy,
to say size is we must see. No 5 and 6 20 cedi. And I get to a crown of 5 cedi 10 cedi.
I quite say Jenny and okay.
Jenny, okay, kakra sing in tools. And I'm a cook. And I nyadwano. Because in tools is here that 6,000. 6,000 and that can. Oh, your manager say in Ketwa 4 10 cedi, 4 20 cedi. Na be a toso ba ko bi.
And I'm because
me kono and also kitwe bi 5 cedi.
Now we should any then
a season e ba na ba e konso na e season e de be mu a sa nyoma ne boarding.
This is here we couldn't in any season into
no season never but tools ne dey assets na ye nim the problem so far but season when I na go say ba time I was saying boarding the trip.
Do you think say
so me cook and one
fuel prices na man tools
yeah fuel prices and I safe and of course so and also count.
Tuesday, 29th October 2024, some 39 days and 39 nights to election 2024. Welcome to the morning show. This is Good Morning Africa live here on Pan-African Television. As usual, a reminder that we are live from our studios here number 48 Swanika Street in Abelempe. Also in 46 other African countries via satellites in some parts of Europe and of course South America as well. On the internet, connect with us at facebook.com/Pan-African Television, also on youtube.com/Pan-African Television. Do well to join the stream, leave your comments, and I'll do well to read them in the course of the show. Alternatively, you can send us a WhatsApp 0559919 0559919 My name is ALORMASOR, and it's always with a pleasure that I do this. I've been joined this morning by Madame Rodelyn Ayana of the Alliance for Revolutionary Change. Ms. Rhoda, good morning. I trust you're fine.
Yes, I'm fine. I'm tired a bit, but yeah, fine.
Great. I'm also meeting for the very first time Shamima Muslim, and of course, everybody knows her. Especially in the media circles, except that she's put away the media. she's doing politics right now.
And doing the politics.
It's a delight to have her here with us. I'm sure it's the first time on the newspaper reading segment of the show.
It is my first time on this show.
I'm looking forward to a good show.
Thank you
and
for having
the very
us.
fact that you have experience in journalism, I also think that we are going to, how do I put it? Perhaps also observe how I do,
I'm sure you
how
do well.
how I fare on the show this morning. Yeah, but because of our viewers are watching across the length and breadth of the country, we have a lot of viewers up north, from the northern to upper east to the upper west to the Savannah region to the northeast region. Thank you so much for tuning in. Those of you who have tuned in across the other regions of the country, thank you so much for your time this morning. Once again, I'm going to implore you to be a part of the show. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me quickly run you through the topics that we have tabled for this morning's discussion. First of all, we shall be looking at the situation in Palestine. The Palestinian ambassador or High Commissioner to Ghana, he has lended his voice to happenings over there, and he's calling for a truce, and that's going to be our first topic for conversation. Also, Speaker Bagben rejects Supreme Court service of writ on declaration of 4 seats vacant. That's going to be our second story. Renewed Boko conflict results in the death of 15 people. That's a sad one. And this morning we all woke up to a very terrible news. The flag bearer and leader of the Ghana Freedom Party, Mame Ekuadonko, she has breathed her last. Very sad one. So these are the issues that we have tabled for this morning's conversation here on the show. I'd want us to quickly look at the Ekuadonko situation before we start with Palestine. We all went to bed last night not knowing the kind of news we are going to hear this morning. So I woke up, I didn't even know about it. I saw my status, lots of people had posted her. So I saw, and then I'm like, oh wow, this terrible. Went online, saw on Ghana Web, and then it was very tragic. More painful is the fact that there's an election approaching. She is one of the 13 people on the ballot. I know already we are asking ourselves questions as to what the Constitution says with regards to who replaces her or what could be done, especially at this point in time. Let me quickly hear your thoughts on this one, Shamima.
Two things. First is to extend our deepest condolences to the family of Madame Ekuadonko, and to wish them strength in this very uncertain and very difficult, what will obviously be a very difficult time for them. Quite unexpected it is. The matters of death are usually, unexpected, but so my deepest condolences to the family. And it's really weird, it's sad, it's even ununderstandable. And that's just the second aspect of my brief remarks this morning is that this particular year, this particular, season has been all sorts of odd, and I've said that the 8th Parliament in particular will go down in history as, at least since since our independence, really, this might be described as the most unusual Parliament. It's a Parliament that has presented us with quite a number of curious constitutional conundrums, which we are still unraveling, and to think that we are not yet, at the end of the race, and we've been presented another, matter of serious concern and possible constitutional consequences. It's just quite unusual, but we are where we are, and I think that the constitutional lawyers would almost immediately present to us what options are available constitutionally to deal with the matter. I've already heard comments about the windows that exist for a possible replacement of candidate, or if the party is not minded to replace a candidate, an indication of saying that as a result of the demise of their flag bearer, the party will not be, presenting another candidate. What happens in those scenarios? If they present a candidate, well, that would be an easier option. If they decide not to present a candidate, what will the Electoral Commission do? So we also know that the Electoral Commission has already started the printing of ballot papers, which has Madam Ekwa-Donkor's image and party symbol on it. So at this time, will it be plausible to start the process again for the one person, albeit a very small party? We know she wouldn't have made any strong showing in the elections, but on the matter of constitutionality, would we see another matter before the Supreme Court seeking interpretation should, say, the Electoral Commission decide not to remove, go through the process again by printing new ballots without her image, or go with what we have? What will be the implications? Would there be any fatal blow should Madam Ekwa-Donkor's image still be present, as of December 7th? I don't think there will be a fatal blow, though, but I think these are constitutional matters that we will be hearing a lot of in, the coming days, and hopefully we should arrive at a very quick determination of these matters so we can, refocus the energies on the issues that should determine the electoral outcomes, because it would seem as if this final leg, 40 days, there are so many distractions, so many distractions. We are waking up to a conflict situation in Baku that's not good at all for Ghana, for the peace of Ghana. And also ahead of the December elections, these kinds of incursions and activities and happenings should not bode well, and we should quickly want to resolve them as quickly as possible so we can have a free, a fair election December 7th.
Yeah, I think so. Good morning to all Ghanaians and our viewers. A special good morning to Mr. Lanchramateng. I think Shamima has said all of it. I'd also want to add my voice to it, to wish, to express our condolences to the bereaved family and party members and the loved ones of Ekwa-Donkor. I woke up this morning and saw it, and I was kind of sad. She brought something, at least, to the political scene. I mean, if for nothing at all, we can all remember her for the humor that she brought. Yeah. So I was a bit sad. We have to wait and see what the constitutional lawyers will come out with. We have to wait and see what EC will come out with. And we hope that this is not going to derail any process that has been started so far. Just like Shamima said, Okuadonko was not one of those that we expected to win the elections anyway. So we should hope that her demise will not curtail all the other things that have been put in place for a smooth, free and fair, transparent election. Yeah. Let's just pray for this country, because happenings of late are quite scary. If you look at the accidents on our roads, if you look at the murder cases, you look at all the situations, I mean, there's so many things that are happening that makes you wonder what exactly is happening, what is befalling us as Ghanaians, and as such, we should all be very prayerful to always remember that we are not in this world forever, and therefore all those who are out there thinking that winning power is all there is to it, and therefore they will do anything and everything just to stay in power, should know that you could just sleep and not wake up again. But life still goes on, and therefore we should all try as much as possible to live with ourselves and others in peace. Yeah.
I'm also thinking about the part we've all been thinking about as to what happens politically, especially with just a few days to the general elections. And also the fact that, as Shamima earlier intimated, you look at this 8th Parliament, there are lots of novelties as far as this particular political dispensation is concerned. And the fact that, I don't know if this ever happened, but for the first